Hey Islanders, Happy New Year, Happy 2023. Today we have a year-end special for you, just covering some of the things we've done this year, from parks and just our Islanders content and everything else. We're just looking back at a great year we've had and just looking forward to what's to come. We got a few things on our agenda today, including some trip reviews. Finally, we're getting around to these. It's been a year, as you know. It's been a quick year, I'll tell you that. I cannot believe it's, as of this recording, I cannot believe it's Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
It seems like it was just New Year's of 2022. But this year's been a good one, and we're excited to share some memories and things with you all today. So we're going to be looking back at these reviews that we've been saying since April, but are finally now bring to you.
Just combining them all into one.
Yeah, so we can get away with it.
Because we've been busy.
Yeah. So Camp Cedar, it's in here. We're finally talking about Camp Cedar. Anyways, we're going to be doing some reviews on some of those things. We got some awards. We got some superlatives. This idea actually came from the Golden Ticket Awards. As you all know, it's the best of the best in theme park industry. So we've made our own superlatives and awards. So we'll be talking about those in today's year-end special. And then we got some shout-outs, and we have an announcement about an announcement at the end. So stay tuned for that. If you have no clue or have already forgotten what I just mentioned, here is a timesheet and some links to go to specific times where we'll cover these things. If you want to say, hey, get on with the awards, I don't know what it is, you can go to this right here. I don't know what I'm pointing at, but I'm pointing at something and you know what it is. And if you want to say, hey, I just want to see your reviews on things and see what date this announcement of an announcement is, you get to just, here it is. And it's getting ready to go away in 3, 2, 1. Thank you, post-production Donnie, for getting rid of that. Anyways, without further delay, let's go ahead and get into today's special review of some of the things we've experienced this year that we have promised are now fulfilling. So the first thing on our overall list, of course, were the Islanders. We're going to talk about Kings Island in a nutshell in 2022. There's quite a bit to talk about. So starting things off, beginning of the year, April 2022. This is the golden anniversary of Kings Island. 50 years of fun fireworks in 50, as we'll talk about later on. But what were your thoughts on the 50th anniversary this year?
It was my favorite year that I've been to Kings Island. Since we've been dating, I've had a gold pass, but this by far I think was the best year that I've ever been there, just because it was so fresh and new, and it just felt like there was so much going on constantly. They had tons of stuff planned, and I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it too. It was a love letter to the Kings Island fans. And they've said that multiple times through fireworks, through social media posts, through videos, and all the good stuff from this year. This was probably their best season. In all the years I've been going to Kings Island, that's been a very long time. It's the most memorable and something that everyone can take away something. Whether you went to the park in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, or you're just a new fan. There's something for everybody. So,
True.
And back in April, they had their birthday celebration, and our thoughts on that. Want to talk about that evening?
Yeah. So we kind of missed part of the celebration because we got there in the evening, like he said, but it was really neat. They had, earlier in the day, they had a big cake cutting celebration, and then they had a singer there. They had all of the characters, like Snoopy and Charlie Brown and Lucy, and all of them were out. So it was kind of just a big party that night, just celebrating their birthday, and yeah, it was a really good time.
And then the fireworks, which I think Kings Island will be honest, it wasn't their best, but they made up for it in the summer during Fun Fireworks 50, and that blew our minds. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But that birthday party was fun. We have a bunch of memorabilia from that, and some of you have even won bits and pieces from that. You may have won a button. You may have won some little things from that event. through us, or you may have gotten them yourselves. It's a nice little keepsake that we'll cherish forever. That was the 50th birthday celebration. Now moving into Memorial Day weekend, the park knocked it out of the park with the 50th golden anniversary. The shows premiered, the food premiered, the whole park was festooned with decor. It looked fresh and new, and they did a fantastic job this season. What were your thoughts on that day?
On the 50th. That whole weekend was just so fun. Because, like, at the beginning, I mean, we started off and we were, like, so excited because they had that contest going on for, like, trying to find the Eiffel Towers around Kings Island. Yeah, which we didn't find. But you could meet Barry Williams if you found one. So it just started off fun because we were, like, in this little competition when we got there. And then they just had tons of, you could, like, go do a Q&A with Barry Williams at some point in the evening, and all the rides. I mean, it was really the first time of the season that we've got to ride all the rides, and we planned to stay at Camp Cedar that weekend too, so it was just really fun to be there. And then, of course, the fireworks at the end of the night were really, really amazing. So, yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, the entertainment, everything was just top notch. Chef's kiss. It was phenomenal. And if you missed it, you missed it.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to top it. Just fantastic season. Can't say much more about it other than you had to be there, as people say. You had to be there, experience it, and probably their next big thing is probably going to be their 60th anniversary in 2032. So 10 more years until you can experience something like this, and I'm sure they will knock that out of the park as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the Memorial Day weekend. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, our thoughts on Camp Cedar. It was fun. I love Camp Cedar, and a little bit of background of this. We were planning on staying at Camp Cedar inaugural year, opening year, 2021, but due to some delays, our reservation and a lot of other people's reservations were pushed back. So we didn't end up staying in 2021. But we knew, hey, let's try this out. Let's go the following year. What better time than to go? Memorial Day weekend, the kickoff to all the festivities. Go when park opens. Stay there all day. Go back and rest if needed. But it was worth the wait. I'll say that. In my opinion, I thought it was worth the wait. Yeah. It was really good. It was good for what it was. I'll tell you that. Yeah. The campground's probably one of the nicest ones I've been to. We stayed in the cabin there, and it was really nice. They come in different sizes of cabins, and obviously we didn't need a whole family-sized cabin, but each cabin comes with either propane or wood fire pit. Obviously a single bathroom, couple bedrooms based on how big your party is. And it just felt like home away from home. It was really nice.
Clean.
It was clean.
Everything was new. Like, it was so nice.
It was. And each little cottage had its own parking space too, which is very convenient. Or you could park up by the lodge, which that was really cool too. The lodge they had there was really nice, clean, well kept. And the restaurant there, I will say this, the food there was top notch. It was good. We went for breakfast, and that was a really good breakfast.
We loved the breakfast.
And there's a deal that you can do with that, to where you get like a coupon for however many days you want. You have to pay per day, I believe, and you have options of picking your meat, picking your side, main course, all that good stuff. It was really good, and we've even talked about just going back for breakfast sometime.
Yeah, because you don't have to stay on property to eat breakfast there. You can just go there anytime. So we've talked about doing that sometime, now and again.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on Camp Cedar?
I loved it. Like, my family grew up going to state campgrounds most of the time, so that was definitely way nicer than any campground that I've ever stayed at. And then, of course, we used to always go camping, like, in a camper, so to be in a cabin was also really nice. And like Donnie said, everything was just so clean. And the lodge was really nice. We also rented a golf cart. You can't actually bring your own golf cart with you, but you can rent one from them. And I would say if you're there for more than a couple days, like, it's definitely worth it, because for us, we love just like cruising around and in a campground like on a golf cart. It's just fun to do, and it's just relaxing, gives us something to do. And also, just like our cabin was in the very back of the
Literally, it was
campground.
the back corner.
So yeah, so if we wanted to go to the pool or anything, we would have had to drive up there, which we could have done, but it was just way more convenient to have the golf cart and just be able to stroll around and everything. So that's the other thing. We weren't there for that long, and with it being Memorial Day weekend, it wasn't super, super warm yet. But they did have the pools open, and there was like an adult pool and a kids pool. The kids pool looked really cool. It
Yeah.
had like a waterfall and like a basketball hoop and everything, and then the adult pool was more quiet and stuff. So we loved it though.
hmm
It was a little pricey just because of how new and nice
It is a
it is.
luxury campground.
Yes, it's a luxury campground, but it's very nice. Everything is so clean, like we said. Also, we could see the fireworks from.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
from the campground too. If you go out to the main entrance, they let you sit there and watch them. So that was really fun.
So as soon as you come into the campgrounds talking about the fireworks, you're coming in past the McDonald's, if you know where that is. You go straight up that driveway, take a left, and there you enter the main area. There's a sign there, and that's the best place to sit and watch the fireworks. Bring a lawn chair, bring your golf cart, but beware the shuttle stops in the area too, so you will have to have some kind of light there.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing. If you don't have a gold pass, or if your family just like, if only part of you want to go to Kings Island, there's a shuttle that will take you from Camp Cedar to Kings Island. So kind of nice.
And I noticed that a lot of like kids, teens took advantage of that, to where their parents could stay back, hang out at the campgrounds while they went to the park and all that.
Yeah.
So it's a neat little incentive there, and they drop you off at the drop-off area by the big marquee sign as you go into the parking lot. So that was really cool.
I loved it. I would definitely go back.
Absolutely. It seems like they're year-round too, so if you're in the area looking for a place to stay, whether you have an RV, camper, or just want to have a campground experience, definitely check out Camp Cedar. And there's our review. So I made my promise and I fulfilled it. So yeah, Camp Cedar, that was in April with Memorial Day weekend. The summer season was great. The shows were phenomenal. They rolled them out. Each week there was a different show that premiered. So the first one was the 70s On Demand show in the Fest House. That was opening day of the 50th anniversary Memorial Day weekend. And also one we didn't get to see was the Peanuts dress fashion show, whatever it was called. I'm sure it was good.
Yeah,
it's Peanuts.
Really cute.
How could you go wrong with Peanuts? But anyways, the 70s On Demand music was good, but it's your Fest House show.
Yeah,
and you can see that in our reviews as well. But
Mm-hmm.
the next show to premiere was my absolute favorite. Actually, going back to opening night, they had the Club KI. We had mixed feelings about that. It was a good show. Costumes were cool because they represented different ride characters or characters, whatever. Not one we'd sit around and see. And again, you can see all these in-depth
Yeah, we already
reviews.
talked about these a lot.
But I got to talk about the next show to premiere, Phantom Theater Encore,
Mm-hmm.
which that is probably the best show Kings Island has ever done.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in-house produced. So this wasn't something you could go to Knox Berry Farm and see, or Cedar Point, I was about to say Cedar Fair, but or Camp Cedar, whatever. But you can't go to any other park and see this. This is specific to Kings Island. It's a nod to a former attraction, Phantom Theater, for those who don't know. And this is one that's been proven to be a fan favorite by so many. Each showing was packed out, especially the very last performance. It was packed out for standing room only. And there are rumors, wink, that it's coming back for 2023. So that may be a sign, I don't know. For the future, I hope, fingers crossed, this returns. This is just a piece of my childhood that I'd love to see back. But Phantom Theater Encore, amazing, amazing show. If it does come back for 2023, definitely go see it. And it's one you don't want to miss. But if it doesn't return and we're overthinking things, definitely check YouTube. And Coasters AQ, they put a very good show, or good recording of the show. We were actually at that recording, So it was the opening day version of the show. So
Yeah.
definitely check that out. Then the last show of the season was Off the Rails, which was wow. That show was cool. The whole entire team. This was actually produced by an outside source. All Wheels Sports. They do a phenomenal job. They actually came back later in the season. We'll kind of talk about this later on to do Night Walkers. But they had rollerblading, scooters, skateboards, anything that has wheels, it was in there except for a car or a golf cart or something like that. But they had any kind of wheel sports in it, and it was phenomenal. So, and then to top it all off was Fun Fireworks 50 that premiered on the Memorial Day weekend, and you know my thoughts on that. Kings Island, you've got to do a lot to top that. So there's no way you can beat it. And is homage to Kings Island past, present, and future. So that's the 50th anniversary in a nutshell, y'all. It was great. And then we move in through the summer season. Summer season ends. We go to Halloween Haunt. And good time there. Fall's always a great time to get to the park. Even if you just want to go see the environment there. The leaves are beautiful. And that's something that you just got to see. It's cool.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
And riding Mystic Timbers with the fall atmosphere is just beautiful in and of itself because you're in the woods.
Yeah.
So, yep. And then Tricks and Treats Fall Fest, good times.
Mm-hmm. Good food, good times.
Good food, good times. Yeah, can't beat it.
Yeah.
And then to wrap up the whole entire 50th season, my favorite event at the park, Winterfest. And I can't say enough about Winterfest. It's beautiful. From lights to shows to food to everything in between. It's just a good time for the whole family. So, do you have anything to say left about Kings Island, Haunt, Winterfest, anything?
I think you pretty much covered it all.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So that was Kings Island in 2022. Now we go to our thoughts on our off-island adventures this year. So this was pretty fun. It was really fun, actually. Not just... It was really fun. Our first, our trip to Orlando this year was just a memorable one. We spent the whole week at Disney and then made trips to Islands of Adventures, Universal Studios, and SeaWorld while we were down there.
We had 7 full days with no rest day. It was intense.
And so we, as the trackers say, we had to pay the price.
Yeah.
So, but it was worth it. I'll say that. Mm-hmm. We started the week off at SeaWorld Orlando. Mm-hmm. Give us your thoughts on that.
My thoughts are different than Donnie's thoughts because I love animals. So for me, I really enjoyed
Not that
SeaWorld.
I hate animals.
No. Yeah, but I really enjoyed it. I loved seeing the dolphins and in the dolphin show. And then there's like an orca show that you can go and watch and they do like tricks and stuff. I loved those kind of things. The coasters, I get kind of motion sick when it comes to like doing a bunch of coasters, so I enjoyed them a lot, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I think the day that we were there, it was definitely low staff, so I think that side of it may have been more of the issue, like not an issue, but like if anything wasn't as good, I think that was maybe the part that kind of stunk, but I loved it. I even loved like the kids area, like the Sesame Street land. I thought it was really cool. So I like SeaWorld. I had fun.
My thoughts on SeaWorld are, as Kinsey said, they are different. I like animals, but don't love them as much as she does. So we'll talk about Animal Kingdom, but she loved those two parks just for the animals. For me, when I go to a theme park or something like that, this will sound terrible, but I could care less about the animals at the park. I'm there for thrills, excitement, entertainment. And SeaWorld, they have a good lineup. I'll give them that. They have a really good lineup. But Manta, oh my gosh, that beat me up so bad. If you see that video, that was our actual reactions coming off there.
It was so fun.
It beat us.
But it hurt.
We just got off Kraken. Not Kraken. I can't even think right now. We just got off Manta.
You what?
We just got off Manta.
Oh my word.
I love roller coasters, but that was insane.
We like did not know that it was gonna be that crazy. You're like upright, you're upside down, you're on your belly, you're on your back. It was fun though.
It was a lot of fun, but a lot of painful too.
Yeah, it hurt. Yeah.
It's like, it's something I've never, it's kind of like your Firehawk, but it hurt. It's a Firehawk, but hurts. But it is a neat experience to finally ride one of those again.
Yeah.
But as she said, Sesame Street Place was pretty cool. Seeing all the characters we grew up with, Elmo, getting to meet Elmo and Cookie Monster playing Mr. Steel Girl, Steel and Kinsey over there.
He liked
Santa and Cookie Monster, come on, y'all. That'll be later about Yuletide Village. But out of all the coasters there, I loved Icebreaker. That was really cool. That's one Kinsey didn't get to ride, but this is one I did in a marathon, just rode it back to back. And that was a neat experience. I haven't ridden anything like that. Closest thing I would ever get to that was in Vertigo at Kings Island, but this is 100 times better than Vertigo. I loved it.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought the park was all right. Would I go back? Probably not, unless to ride Pipeline. That looks really cool. The stand-up coaster where it bounces you. Yeah. I'd go back for that. Maybe the Christmas event, because I've heard that's really cool.
Yeah, it's not something like every time we go to Florida that I would want to go to, but just like every couple years, I wouldn't mind going.
Yeah. So, on a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate SeaWorld?
Mine's like different because I liked the other areas, but probably a 4. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. I'd give it a 3. Didn't hate it, didn't love it. It was there. But again, that's something I'd come back to in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe revisit it once things start getting a little more normal, more staffing. That, like Kinsey said, that was the biggest issue with staffing. And what little they had to work with, they did all right. But it could have been improved. But the next day, we made it to our hotel at Disney, which we stayed at the All-Star Resort. Really cool hotel.
Movie.
Awesome areas. Some movies I really didn't know going into them. Like Mighty Ducks, never seen it a day in my life. Herbie, the only one I've seen was the Lindsay Lohan, and I don't even know if that was the version they went with.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fantasia, I've never seen it a day in my life.
We stayed in Toy Story Land though, so
that was my childhood. I was excited for that. I'll give you that.
And 101 Dalmatians, I watched that growing up.
Yeah, but it was a nice hotel. It was a very nice stay. The room we had, they just had redone everything in the rooms, so it was fresh and new when we went. New paint, new decor, all that good stuff. They really enhanced that hotel.
Yeah.
But the first park we went to was it Animal Kingdom? Mm-hmm. It was Animal Kingdom. I knew that. Yeah, I totally knew that. What were your thoughts on Animal Kingdom?
Once again, I like animals, so I thought it was cool. I really love what is the ride? Avatar ride, Flight of Passage.
Oh, yeah. I
love Flight of Passage. I love Everest. Those are 2 of my favorite rides at Disney. So I really enjoyed those. I'm trying to think of what else we did. And I love the safari. I know.
I'm surprised you didn't say Festival of Lion King.
Oh, I forgot. Yes.
How could you forget Festival
I don't know.
of Lion
It's
King?
been so long. Yeah, but Festival of the Lion King, he has seen it before. I had never seen it. That was one of the most amazing shows I've ever seen in my life. And we saw like the Lion King on Broadway, which that was amazing. But just like the different songs and things they did in that one was so cool. Mm-hmm. I like Animal Kingdom. I know not everybody does, but I liked it. It's not my favorite Disney park, but I really enjoyed it.
And again, my thoughts are different on Animal Kingdom. I love Flight of Passage. That's probably my favorite ride there.
Yeah.
That kind of says a lot about the park. It's not Disney's most popular park.
It's just different.
It's there, but it's one that it's a hit or miss.
Yeah.
If you go, cool. If you don't, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It'd be a while before I go back there, just because once you see it, you see it. But that park needs a little bit of love. I'll say that. They could do a little bit more, and then if they put their blue skies into action, if you know what their blue skies are, um, they're very bright blue. But yeah, it's a good park. It's shaded. I'll give them that. It's very shaded out of all the Disney parks.
Yeah.
The rest of them, you're sweating bullets. But it was a good day there. Yeah, that's Animal Kingdom. Then day two was it Epcot or what was day two?
Epcot, yeah.
Epcot. This has taken my number one on the Disney parks list.
Yeah.
This is my number one now. I wouldn't say that a few years ago, but coming here, the number one reason, and you probably know, it's because of Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
Cosmic Rewind. Oh my goodness. We just wrote Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. That was amazing.
I've never been on a ride like that before.
Awesome. This is awesome.
It's worth everything. It was worth the rain.
I heard someone say in the line is worth, if you have only one ride to ride here at Epcot, you have to do Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
And even if you can't get in the virtual queue, if you can still get a lightning lane, like it's still worth it just to ride the ride.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Wow.
We're still just like blown away.
There's no words to describe it. It was amazing.
Yeah. So Star Wars or Cosmic Rewind?
Cosmic Rewind, definitely. This knocks Star Wars out of the park.
The ride itself, oh yeah, it was so good.
We got Conga as our song, and I think it kind of went well with the speed and the motion.
Fun. Yeah, it was a good song for it.
Wish we had September, but this one was really good. It went well. So 20 out of 10. It is amazing. If it wasn't for that ride, Epcot would still be number 3 on my list. Cosmic Rewind was, no pun intended, out of this world. It's my number one coaster right now. Many people will be like, oh, how in the world can that be your number one? How's Steel Avengers not blah, 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 whatever.
It's just different.
Whatever. It was the coolest thing I've ever experienced at a theme park, ever, ride-wise. I'll tell you what my number one favorite theme park thing ever is in just a moment when we go to Universal. But Guardians of the Galaxy, number one, amazing ride. And on that ride, we got, what was the song? Conga. We got Conga. It fit well with the ride. Wish we got September, but whatever.
It was good.
It was good regardless.
Yeah.
So if you had to go to if you had to pick one Disney park to go to Epcot just for Cosmic Rewind. Do it. Do yourself a favor and do that. It's worth it. And now I think the reservations are about to go away for Tron. And they'll move the reservations after there. So,
yeah.
Anyways, what were your thoughts on Epcot?
So last year we went to Disney, but we went to Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom. And we did go to Epcot, but it was only for like an hour in the evening, and we didn't get to ride anything. So
we were hangry
I was
and
kind of, we were starving. And so I was kind of like going into it, I hadn't really been there since like the 4th grade, so I didn't really even remember it. But I really liked it. I liked France. I loved Remy. Honestly, the ride wasn't really my favorite, but I loved that movie, and I just loved that area. I thought it was really cute.
Macaroons.
Yeah, I got a macaroon. It was really good. And then the Frozen ride. We did ride that, and I know Donnie doesn't like Frozen, but the ride was really fun.
Let it go.
I liked the ride. I liked the movie too. But you have to admit
the ride was cool.
It was fun.
The movie's annoying, but
yeah.
the movie was cool.
And then I have ridden Soarin' when I was younger. I did ride that, so that was so fun. And then of course, what else? I mean,
Journey into Imagination.
Figment. I had never ridden that before.
Hey, that got us famous on TP and Vids. Hey, check that out if you haven't seen it already.
Figment was all right.
You just got to ride it when it's actually working. It's one of my favorite Disney attractions. I love Figment.
Yeah, and then walking around the world was fun. We didn't go too far into all of the different countries, but because we were trying to get to Magic Kingdom later that day too. But it was really fun to walk around the world. And then Cosmic Rewind was absolutely amazing. Like Donnie said, it wasn't like anything I'd ever ridden before, and we loved that movie. Our dog's name is Groot, so
And you could
it's
probably
just
hear him.
yeah, he's going crazy upstairs right now. But yeah, I loved Epcot.
I got one last rant before we leave Epcot.
Okay.
Harmonious. That show was
Oh,
amazing.
it was so
Disney,
good.
how dare you say that was a mistake? That was amazing. And
was
for you
good.
to get rid of it, how dare you? That is a really, really cool show. It had water projections, fireworks, lasers.
Mhm.
They even had these fire towers around World Showcase, and they lit up at different times. It was neat.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That is probably one of my favorite nighttime shows ever.
Yeah, it was really.
If it wasn't for
good.
Fun Fireworks 50, that would probably be one of my top favorite shows.
Mm-hmm.
Probably number 3 on my list. Yeah, Epcot was fun. That was a fun day.
It was really
minus
fun
the
day.
rain. It was a fun day.
Yeah, and we also park hopped, like I said, to Magic Kingdom that day.
Mhm.
So we got to ride Seven Dwarfs, Mine Train, Big Thunder Mountain. That might have been it that day. Then we had to get back to ride Guardians back to Epcot, and it started pouring down rain. So, anyways, that was a fun day.
For Guardians. And then Kinsey got to taste Beverly. That didn't make it in the vlog, but she tasted Beverly from the Coke Cool station.
Oh, yeah,
I said it was the best drink ever.
He lied. I didn't know what it was.
If you know Beverly, you know Beverly.
Oh, we also got to try Connections.
Yeah.
It was all right. It was really cool. Mm. It was just typical, normal
pizza.
American food. But
yeah, Epcot was fun.
Atmosphere. Yeah, it was a really fun day. All right.
Next day was my favorite park in the entire world. Universal Studios Orlando Resort. I love Universal. And I'm thinking about changing our name from the Islanders to the Island of Adventurers. I love Universal. Mm-hmm. And I would go back in a heartbeat. I love Universal. I love Universal. I love Universal. I can't say that. I can say that till I'm blue in the face. I love Universal. Just the atmosphere, the attractions, the entertainment, everything about the park is just, it's perfect in my opinion. I love that park. Mm-hmm. And when I mentioned my favorite theme park show ever is the Bourne Stunt-tacular.
Oh, that's good.
You have not seen live theater until you've seen that show. It combines a big, huge wraparound LED screen where you can't even tell if it's a real set piece, real people. It's blended in so amazing. Well.
Yeah.
If you went to Universal and had to do one thing, Bourne Stunt-tacular is probably one of the things you have to do. Mm-hmm. If you had to pick one show to see, I'll say that.
Yeah.
If you had to pick one ride to ride, that's a whole nother question. You got to go to Islands of Adventure for that.
Yeah.
Probably Hagrid's. Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. There's nothing like it. That's my second favorite ride in the entire world.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
After Guardians, of course. But
and
Velocicoaster's good. It's number 3, but Hagrid's, wow.
Yeah.
Try to go blindsided into that ride because there are some things you will not expect in a roller coaster to happen. Anything you could do to a roller coaster, it happens on that ride.
Yeah.
Except turn you upside down, which I wish they did because that'd be so cool. But yeah.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Universal?
So that day we had to do 2 parks in one day. So we were like, and we knew last year we had gone there and had 3 full days there. So we knew all of the rides and we really wanted to ride everything that we could ride. It wasn't just like hit or miss. We really wanted to try to get as much in. So we were there. We got hour early admission, I think, or half-hour early admission. Yeah. And so we were there from open to close. And like we hoped to ride Hagrid's when we first got in, but they ended up being closed for a while. So we walked from park to park because the Hogwarts Express we could have taken, but honestly, sometimes it seems like it's faster to just walk, depending on the time.
Close. Yeah. Just walk.
Yeah. So we walked from park to park probably 4 or 5 times just because like we finished in the morning, we rode Velocicoaster and Spider-Man and Hagrid's was still closed. So we're like, all right, we got to get over to Studios and just ride everything we can over there. So It was definitely like a busy, busy day, but we love Universal, so it was so worth it,
It
and
was worth it.
it was fun. We would have been there all day anyways, just
Yeah,
because we were there. So yeah, we got to have lunch at NBC Grill, which we
I
love.
love it.
And then finally we got to ride Hagrid's after lunch. It was back open. So yeah, we got to ride all of our favorite things. We were like holding off on Gringotts the whole day because the line was so long. And then we waited till the end of the day and it was only like a 15-minute wait. So tip, if they're open late in the evening, usually seems like that might be the best time to get on. It was way less than like in the morning, in the afternoon. Also, we got to meet two
I was about to
famous
say.
YouTube people. I love the Pew 2 and Donnie.
I got to meet Kevin Heimbuck. He's one of my
Yes.
favorite
We
YouTubers.
both love the Pew 2.
I love the
too.
pews.
So yeah,
and
we got to meet them. That was pretty cool.
Kevin was a really cool guy too.
Oh yeah, he was
He's
so fun
so
to talk
down to
to.
earth and we just talked because we saw him back as soon as we came out NBC. It's funny, we just crossed paths. We went into Islands, just talked all the way back to
Yeah.
Hagrid's area. He stopped by the tribute store, the All Hallows Eve boutique. We just talked the entire time.
Yeah,
he could have
so nice.
he could have been like, okay, cool, see you, bye. But he just spent time. He's a very genuine guy, really cool guy.
Yeah.
And then the pews, we got to talk to them for a little bit, and
Yeah.
it's neat.
Yeah, it was cool.
There's memories made.
Yeah, for sure.
But
It was a really fun, busy, fun day. We left that day and we were like so tired.
it was worth
But-
staying till close because my second nighttime favorite show in the entire world is the Cinematic Celebration.
Yeah.
It's a tribute to all the IPs used at Universal. And it combines, again, the water screens. It must be the water screens. I love water screens. But they had projections on the buildings around the lagoon there.
Mhm.
They had fireworks going in sync. They had in sync Justin Timberlake in
No, they
there. They had him
didn't.
in there. Well, they had Justin Timberlake. Dance, dance.
Oh yeah,
dance. They had that in there.
Yeah.
They had trolls. Come on. They had
Yeah.
lasers. They had anything you could think of for a nighttime show. It was in there. I think they had bubbles at one point too.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
So, yeah, it was really neat.
Yeah.
Loved it.
And then Twosome ended the night on a sweet note, and we got the Voodoo Donuts.
Oh yeah, I'm Voodoo. Yes.
Can't go wrong with Voodoo.
We were so tired, but we had to fit
It was worth
everything in one day, so we wanted to do everything.
It's one park you just can't miss anything at.
Yeah, yeah.
So we had to grant it, like she said.
It was awesome.
All right, next park. We're not delaying the whole point of this, but we want to get through as quick as we can because I
Yeah.
know probably half of you have already clicked out. Thank you to all those who are still watching. I don't even know where we're at, but
Yeah, it's fun to re-talk about, but
it is.
yeah.
Yeah, probably not fun to listen to, but whatever. Thank you to all those who are watching. You deserve the shout out.
Yeah, and also check out our YouTube videos because we posted a YouTube video for each day of our off-island adventure. So if
Yeah.
you go back to our Islanders YouTube channel, you can find YouTube videos from each day
Yeah.
that we were there. So yeah.
Cool.
Anyways.
Next was Hollywood Studios.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't there a full day. I like the park.
fun,
It's just
though.
not the same as it used to be. You could spend a whole day there, but they didn't have Fantasmic. There's only a few rides there to ride.
Yeah.
It's more shows. Half the shows weren't there. And the
It's
park
coming
closed
back
early.
now, though. Yeah.
Slowly, it's getting its life back, but
Mhm. Yeah.
Iger, please help us out here.
Well, when we went, it wasn't very busy either, so we finished everything by like 2 o'clock, I'd say, and that was waiting for a spot in what do you call it? Rise of Resistance.
Yes.
Yeah, like we waited for that was a pretty long wait, but like we did everything and finished pretty early. So yeah, we rode Rock and Roller Coaster, Tower of Terror,
Mickey and Minnie.
Mickey and Minnie.
That's my favorite right
Mickey
there.
and Minnie, yes. Slinky Dog.
We got to see Chewie.
Yes, we got to meet Chewie. That was really cool. We didn't get to ride Toy Story Mania. I do like that one a lot, but it's not like
Blasters.
yeah, it's not like one I have to ride. But yeah, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I love that one. Then we ate tachos in
Woody's Lunchbox.
Lunchbox. They're so good. If you've never had them, they're like tater tots, and then they put like, I think it's like queso and beef. It's basically like a taco, but with tater tots. It's delicious. And then
Muppets.
Oh yeah, we were waiting. Well, no.
Is for Rise.
Yeah, we were waiting for Rise for our time to come to that ride, and then we saw the Muppets. So yeah, it was pretty fun. And then we hopped over to Magic Kingdom again that day too.
And I got a chewy oatmeal cream pie. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah,
That thing was huge.
The Wookiee pie. That was.
It was like this big.
It was so good.
It's like a family size, not a family size. What are the names of the big like little Debbie's? As big as that. It's very thick too, but
it was really good.
Anyways,
Yeah.
not Universal.
Hollywood.
See, I love Universal too much. I'm confusing the two, but Hollywood Studios, good time.
Yeah, it's good. And then every time we go to Magic Kingdom, it rained. Every time we went there, it rained. Because then we hopped back over there and we did Space Mountain and
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah. And then we got to meet Mickey and Minnie,
Mm-hmm.
which I'd never got to meet them before. That was pretty magical.
Yeah.
I loved it. But yeah, that was fun.
Then we went to Disney Springs that evening, ate at Planet Hollywood, went to the Coke Experience.
Yeah, that was Monday. That was after Animal Kingdom.
I'm already confused on the days, so we're just going to throw in a random thing here and there. But it was fun. Disney Springs is always fun.
Yeah. I can't remember what we did on Thursday.
Thursday was...
Anyways.
Yeah. I'm sure you all know better than we do.
We ate at That's what we did. We ate at Grand Floridian Cafe. That's right.
Then we went to the different hotels.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we left Magic Kingdom, went to Grand Floridian Cafe, had dinner there, and then we got to check out the Grand Floridian and the Polynesian and Contemporary. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
And then the last day was Mickey's Not So Scary.
We slept in that day because we were so tired.
Yeah. What did we do during the day?
You filmed the hotel.
I did.
Yeah, I slept and got breakfast and propped my feet by the bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
The Mickey's Not So Scary, I wish was a whole day event. Because we didn't get through anything.
We just didn't. If we would go back, I think we could utilize our time better. Because
we spent 3 hours waiting for Jack and Sally.
Yeah, we didn't realize the line was like 3 hours. They didn't have like a wait time out front, so we were waiting for them for a really long time.
People were ticked off. Kids were screaming.
So, but it was pouring down rain outside too, so we couldn't have done much anyways. But if we would have utilized our time better, we could have got a lot more stuff done. Yeah. But it was a really fun night.
Yeah, it was cool.
After we went in there and met Mickey. We ended up hopping in his line because it was way shorter. So we met Mickey in his Halloween outfit. And then when we went back out, it had stopped raining. So that was really nice.
And then the sky was perfect for pictures.
So pretty. Yeah, you have to post one on here.
Right here.
Yeah, it was so pretty. But we got to dress up as we were Snoopy and Charlie Brown, of course.
Yeah.
Kings Island. And and then they had trick-or-treat stations, so you could go get candy. They gave you a little bag. And then we rode Pirates and Haunted Mansion.
Yep. And then you got to meet your idol.
My idol? She's not my idol. No.
You got to meet my
favorite princess, Rapunzel. I got to meet her, so that was pretty awesome. And I got to meet Tiana, too. I love her, too. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that was really fun. And then we saw the fireworks show.
Cool.
Yeah, it was like their Halloween special for the Not So Scary party. That was really, really neat. And then we got to actually meet Jack and Sally after that. Mm-hmm. And then...
Boo to You parade.
The parade was really good. The only thing we didn't really get to do that we wanted to do was eat. It was midnight.
We didn't even get to eat anywhere.
They closed like all of the restaurants I guess it was right after
the parade. Our hotel was closed too.
Yeah, we were so hungry when we got back, but I think we had stuff in our room we could eat, but yeah. It was really fun though.
Yeah.
I would love to do the Christmas party. They're just kind of pricey. Like it's almost as expensive as a day at the park, like a park hopper pass to the different parks.
Not So Scary was not cheap either.
Yeah, the Christmas one's even more expensive.
Yeah.
But anyways, it would be so cool to do one of those again, and I think we would kind of know better now. Like the character lines are really long, so just if you don't really want to see them, just go do the stuff you want to do. Or if there's one you want to see, go see them, but get there early, get in line.
If anything, if you want to meet Jack and Sally, get a lightning lane or whatever it's called.
Or
wait in line for 5 hours.
Get in line as early as you can because that line was insane. But yeah.
Now we can say we saw Jack and Sally and we can never hop back in that line again.
Yeah, we got a
But,
picture.
yep. So this was not planned at all, but if you had to give one tip for anything in Orlando, what would it be?
For anything?
Anything we've done, any
Um,
park, anything. What would be your one tip for Orlando?
I would say for Disney, plan ahead because I did a lot of planning ahead. Last year we went and I had never been to like Magic Kingdom or any of those before. We went to some of the parks and I had no idea what to expect. And they've got like a reservation system now. They've got like Lightning Lane and Genie Plus and all of that stuff. Also, like restaurants, a lot of them you have to have reservations. So just going in, plan ahead as much as you can. Get reservations. Get your if you want Genie Plus or whatever. Like, make sure you know what prioritize what you want to ride and try to know what time you need to get back on that system and get your next ride time. And I think it's like every 2 hours. But just as much as you possibly can. It's like a lot of planning if you really want to spend like a week vacation there and it go, smoothly. I mean, you don't have to. You can just do it. You can just go and have fun too. But if you want to make the most, like we tried to make the most out of this vacation because we knew this was like the only time that we were going to be able to do this the whole year. So we only had a couple days there and we wanted to make the most of it. So yeah, that's what I'd say. Plan ahead as much as you can. Universal's not as hard to plan ahead for. Disney is.
Yes.
Yeah.
My tip for you would be start with the e-ticket attraction at each park. So if you're going to,
Yes.
now I'll give these for each park we visited. If you're going to SeaWorld, e-ticket attraction there, I would say was, which one was it?
Oh.
Yeah. That's a hard one. I'm going to
Mako?
come, Mako?
Or Icebreaker?
Icebreaker, probably not. For that park, I think Manta. We had to wait a good time for that.
Okay.
So head to Manta first if you're going to ride that. If you're going to Epcot, Guardians of the Galaxy, or go to Frozen Ever After.
Frozen if you have kids, little kids.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because those two are ones you would not want to miss there. If you're going to Animal Kingdom, Flight of Passage. Go straight to Avatar.
Yeah. Skip Navi River.
Skip Navi River, yeah. But go straight to Flight of Passage. At Universal Studios, I'm going to break this into two. I'm going to cheat here. Islands of Adventure, go straight to Velocicoaster. Or Hagrid's,
I would
actually.
say Hagrid's because Velocicoaster's line's never that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're more indoors
Yes.
at Velocicoaster.
Was so hot. You're outside.
You're more outdoors than you are
Yeah.
indoors. So
Mm-hmm.
go to Hagrid's for Islands. For the studios, this wasn't open when we were there, but this is going to be open very soon. Some technical rehearsals, but Revenge of the Mummy, head there first if you're at the studios.
Or Gringotts.
Gringotts, yes.
Those are both.
And that's another tip too. Head towards the back of the park. Usually the front of the park is the most crowded. So for studios, it'd be Minions because as soon as you walk in, it's Minion Mayhem,
It's
which
right there.
VillainCon is coming this year, so that may be your number one hit because that's probably going to be a crazy line. But check what your e-tickets are. Hollywood Studios, Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah.
Head straight back to the back. Magic Kingdom, Tron. Tron's going to be your busy one, or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Seven Dwarfs.
Seven Dwarfs is always a long line.
Yeah.
Head there first.
Mm-hmm. And it's outside too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So look for your e-ticket attraction, whichever park you're at, whether it's an Orlando park, Kings Island, or any other park around the world or country, wherever you're at, go to the e-tickets first.
Bye-bye.
And then the rest of it trickle in. So
yeah.
That is our 2022 Parks in Review. So next, we're going to go ahead and get to our superlatives. And these are just some things and some categories we came up with and we're going to give you our number ones for each of these. So our very first one here is best park event of the year. So we've been to Kings Island's events this year, and we've been to Mickey's Not So Scary.
Mm.
What was your favorite?
Winterfest.
Yeah, Winterfest is a good one. And for me, my best park event was the 50th anniversary during the summer. Usually they have Grand Carnival, which is returning for 2023, but their summer event was the 50th anniversary, and that's my number one for this year. Next is Best Steel Coaster. We've ridden quite a few of those this year.
This year, Velocicoaster.
Velocicoaster, yeah. For me, Hagrid's.
Did I? Okay, I make sure I didn't steal yours.
Actually, well, kind of. Cosmic Rewind.
Okay.
It's technically steel.
Okay.
So,
cool.
Cosmic Rewind for me and Velocicoaster for you. All right. And best wooden roller coaster.
Beast is my favorite.
I'll give you that. Like, the Beast at night is a lot better now.
Mm-hmm.
For me, Mystic Timbers.
Yeah.
I'll give the Mystic Timbers. I had some really good night rides on there this year, especially during Winterfest. And I almost froze to death on that one, but it was fun.
Oh my gosh.
All right, best dark ride. Any park we've been to, I think I know your answer.
Gringotts. Oh wait.
Whoa!
I'm trying to remember. We've been to Disney too. Rise of the Resistance.
Wow.
Well, I guess Guardians was. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember all of the dark rides. I keep thinking just Kings Island.
There's one I'm thinking of. I'm surprised you did not pick.
What am I forgetting?
E.T. She loves E.T.
I do love E.T. He's like a classic. I don't know if
But-
that's my favorite. I forgot about Disney too. What is the other one? Sorry.
You got Ratatouille. You've
Yeah,
got
Frozen.
Frozen.
I mean, Guardians is like the best.
I would count that more as a
One of
coaster.
them. Okay.
But it does have.
Man, Spider-Man's a good. I really don't know.
Ooh. Spider-Man with the honorable mention of Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, I say Gringotts is probably my favorite. It's so fun.
Yeah. I'd give you that too.
All right.
The next one is Best Park. Park of the Year.
Oh, for me first.
Yeah.
So, oh man. Universal is like my favorite overall, but I think like this year the funnest time I had at a park was when we went to Epcot. That was probably my favorite this year, personally.
Oh.
Can I take yours?
No.
Okay.
I'm torn.
I know.
Like, I want to say Kings Island, but
Yeah, I keep forgetting
Universal. We've talked so much about these Orlando parks.
I know. We're catching up on all these other reviews too. This is just a big conglomeration.
It's 2022.
Of things.
At least
yes.
it's not 2020.
Yeah.
Where that was a mess.
Yes.
But anyways, yeah, I will give it to Universal. And if I had to pick one park, Studios. Universal Studios Orlando, the park is my park of the year.
All right.
I know I've shocked a lot of you by not saying Kings Island. And that's
Kings
an honorable
Island's-
mention.
Kings Island's just
It's
home. Yeah. Yeah.
You can't disregard home.
Yeah.
Best food at any of these places we've been to.
I have one, and then he said another one that I have two. Okay. So the one is the red velvet milkshake from Toothsome is my dessert. And then my food, the best food I've had from the theme park this year in particular was the brisket crepe from Universal Studios, from the creperie. It's so good. It wasn't, like, it's nothing special, but it was just so good. And that was something that Pew2 talked about in their YouTube videos. And they know. It's really, really good.
And kind of go along with the pews, I'm going to steal Anna's favorite food, fries. Kings Island's fries this year were amazing.
Yeah,
I know
Winterfest.
there's Winterfest. They have a mac and cheese bar, but they added fries this year, and the Rivertown
Oh, the
fresh cut
fries.
fries. It's amazing.
The potato works.
Potato Works.
Yeah.
Potato Works. And my favorite snack. Let's throw this in there. Favorite snack this year. I'll give it to the brain bleed from Halloween Haunt. I love the brain bleed. What was your favorite snack?
Oh, did my milkshake not count?
Do you count it?
Yeah, my milkshake was the best.
Okay.
The best snack.
All right. Next here is best memory.
So this is a hard one, but one of my like coolest memories that I've had from this past year was one was the fireworks show at Kings Island, and two was we had never been to Universal in the evening. And just like after we watched that show, the water show, we just walked down the Hollywood Boulevard in the dark. Like all the lights were lit up. It looked like you were walking around in Hollywood and New York and all those different places. It was just a completely different experience at night. It was so cool. If we have pictures, maybe we can put those up too.
And Harry Potter at night is like, you think it looks beautiful during the day. You haven't seen it at night.
Yeah, it was so cool. That was one of my favorites. Just like remembering back to all the things we did. That was so cool.
Yeah. My favorite memory is actually night 2 of Winterfest. And I've been to Kings Island, like I said, many times in my life. But the second night of Winterfest took my breath away. Not just because it was cold, but it was the first time I walked into the park after the tree lighting ceremony. And I almost shed a tear. I'm being honest. It was beautiful. And just how the park refreshed everything this year, and just to see the lights and the tree, that's a memory for me. And just, it was snowing on International Street. So all the snow machines were working. It felt like Christmas. And I love Christmas. It's my second favorite holiday after Easter. And just to walk into my favorite park, and probably its best season ever, and just to see that, it just blew me away. Yeah. And I don't care what people say about Winterfest. It's a phenomenal event.
It's so good.
It's really good. It's home. It's a home-style Christmas almost.
Yeah.
But that's my memory.
Yeah. I thought of one more. Can I say?
Okay.
When I met Mickey and Minnie for the first time, too. That was pretty cool. I got to meet them this year when we went to Magic Kingdom. And they were like in their 50th outfits. And I never really cared about meeting all the characters. I didn't think I would like it that much. But I was like, oh, we'll meet Mickey and Minnie. You know, why not? Just, we're at Magic Kingdom. That's just something you kind of have to do while you're there. So, but we did. And it was just so cool. Like, it was just kind of like one of those magic moments they say you have at Disney. It was just really fun doing that. I felt like a kid again. Like, it was, yeah.
It's fun meeting Elmo, too.
Elmo.
Elmo.
At SeaWorld.
It's fun seeing Elmo.
And Cookie Monster gave me a hug. That was fun. Yeah. But anyways, yep.
But one of my favorite character interactions ever at a theme park, this is off topic, but Beetlejuice. When we met him last year, that was so fun.
It was funny.
Because he just ad-libs anything. And the whole time he's like, hey, is there a wife? Not anymore. It's showtime. And all that stuff. Anyways.
Yeah, he was funny.
Beetlejuice is great.
Yeah.
Best enthusiast content. That could be any vlogger, whatever. It could be anybody.
Like 2 that we watch every time they put out a video. I'd say, I mean, for Universal, the Pew 2 is my favorite. For Disney, the Trackers are my favorite. I know they're like the most popular ones, but Tim Tracker does a really good job of just explaining everything. And like before we went, I really wanted to know like the hotel we were staying at, what there is to do there and everything. And he does like overviews of all the hotels, which is really helpful. And I really like him and the Pew 2. The Pew 2 are awesome with Universal stuff. They basically give like tips and tricks and like ways to save money if you go on a trip there and what to pack and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I love both of them.
I love the Pews and all them too, but for me, it's none of those.
Okay.
And this one, it's a special one, I'd say. This one actually goes to my friend Ryan, Christian Coasters. He may not put videos out all the time, he says, I'm going to work on this video and all that. But he puts a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of love into his projects. And just out of all those, he's the one I obviously know the best and know personally. And just, he cares about his content. He wants to provide the best content. It may not be in a timely manner. He knows it and he'll agree. But Ryan, if you haven't seen Christian Coasters or Ryan Subler Media, check out his stuff. Yeah. He's starting to go more into photography right now, and he does a phenomenal job. Yeah. He does a phenomenal job in photography, videography, and just an overall cool guy. Mm-hmm. Check out his stuff. And he gets my award this year for best content from an enthusiast.
He just points everything back to Jesus, too. It's really cool. He's called Christian Coasters, and he just combines the two really well.
Which, shameless plug, he is my right-hand man when it comes to Rive Your Life Ministries. We're starting this up April 15th, 2023. Check that out if you haven't already. Go ahead and subscribe, like that. But he has a heart for the Lord, heart for people, and just wants to make people smile. And you can tell that through his content. And obviously point back to Jesus. So, Ryan, this goes to you, man. All right, next one is overall best award. Actually, we can save that for our choice later on. Okay. But most anticipated thing of 2023. Anything that we have. Should we say what we have planned? Or hold off?
Maybe we should hold off.
Stay tuned. But
oh man,
what are you looking forward to in 2023 that they know of?
Oh, that's coming. Just anything random. Well, I only know of like one thing that's coming in 2023.
What is that?
Tron.
Yeah.
Supposedly. Like, if we got to go, I don't honestly know if we're going to get to go to Disney next year, to Magic Kingdom, but I would love to ride Tron if it opened. Yeah.
What I'm looking forward to is, this is going to be no shocker at all, Adventure Port in 2023.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what they do with Adventure Express. I'm excited for the flat rides. It's going to be probably one of Kings Island's best themed areas to date. So I'm excited for that. And I'm excited for what's coming in 2024. If you haven't seen my thoughts and rumors and speculations on that, check Instagram. But I digress.
All right.
Okay.
Best kept park.
Best kept park. Kings Island.
Yeah, Kings Island.
They did well.
I would give it to them this year. It was so clean, so nice. Just they redid a lot of things there, and I love it.
And before we give our final big choice of the year, if we had to give like a big gold trophy to whatever, before we do that, while you're thinking of that, what was your favorite Islanders vlog?
My favorite Islanders vlog. Oh man, probably. Is it bad if it's an off-island adventure?
Hey, it's anything. It could be anything.
Oh man, probably Universal Day. That was a fun one.
Yeah. That was a fun one to do. Yeah. And for me, I'm the one who edits all these. So there's two different things that I want to consider with this.
Some good ones without me.
My favorite video to make, the funnest one I got to make, I would say National Roller Coaster Day. If you haven't seen that one, check it out. That was so much fun. I got to do so much with the coasters, and it was a challenge. It was the first video I got to do with my new friend, Ryan. So that's a few days after Ryan and I met. And from there, you could just see us just goofing off, answering questions about Ryan and all that. That's my favorite one to make. But my overall favorite video, Universal was good. But if I had to pick my favorite video, Groot's Going Ape. My favorite one, I'm going to hurry this up, would have to be, I'll just go ahead and say it, Winterfest. I like Winterfest. That was a fun one.
That's a good one.
It's like picking a favorite child. But Winterfest is a fun one just because of the memories of Winterfest and just the atmosphere and all that. I wish I could have done more and showed you more, but you cannot fit it in one night. You just can't. But another fun one, it's one of our very first ones. It was the So You Think You Know KI. That was a fun one to do.
That was, yeah, the question video.
And yeah, I had to be the fact checker in that one. Kidding. But it was fun to just do a little game like that. But Yep. So what's your choice now that we've come to our final thing? What's your biggest golden ticket award?
It's like ride or
It could be
food
anything.
or... Oh my goodness. I feel like we need to pause this video so I can think about this.
Oh, I got a plan for this. All right. While Kenzie's thinking of hers, for me personally, if I had to give an award to anything, anybody, any park, whatever it may be, my award goes to our fans. I took the easy way out of that. But seriously, y'all, for those who have supported us along the way, thank you so much. Thank you to all those who watched our videos and maybe even regretted even watching them, but thank you for watching them. Just kidding. But thank you all to those. I'll actually go ahead and give some shout outs now while we're on this and while Kenzie's still thinking I'm helping you out here. But just sitting here, I want to thank Scott of Scott's creative art, metal art. I'll put his information in the bio of this video, but he did this phenomenal job with a logo. He's done things for the park. Actually, check out the park in 2023. Their gear shop online. It's going to have a bunch of ride logos, including Orion, Mystic Timbers, Diamondback, and the Beast. He made metal logos of that, just like this. He does a fantastic job. Check that out. I'm a total supporter of local businesses and things like that. Check out his stuff. Secondly, I want to give a shout out to Jesse Burton, who made our Islanders icons. So the cartoon versions of ourselves, the drawing versions of ourselves, she made that. She's a good friend of mine. Her and her husband are just great people, good friends of mine. I'm going to give a shout out to Kinsey for putting up with me for this whole Islanders thing. Seriously, she's been a big help to me, and may not be something she may disagree with this, but she may not like doing this, but I'm glad she's doing it with me. And just the many trips to the park and things like that. I'm thankful for her. I'm thankful for, again, all of you, especially a few people that come to mind. I think of my family. You all have been great support. Thank you so much for watching and liking all the posts. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have any views or likes. I'm just kidding. But I'm gonna give a shout out to Ryan as well. Good friend of mine, great encouragement, and just I'm thankful for his friendship and just what can I say? This guy's amazing. Ryan's awesome. Give a shout out to Katie. Katie's Coaster Creations. She's a great support and just a good friend of ours. Even I want to give a shout out to Unsupervised Travel. Helping us name Mr. Spooks and just your support as well.
Yeah.
Let's see, Coaster Maverick. He's always liking our stuff.
Yeah.
And he's been encouragement to us. The Zoodleopers, they're a great encouragement to us. Have been our hype man since day one. Who else? There's so many people. Man. Just thank you all. Who are some people you want to give a shout out to? Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
You. I was gonna say you were my choice for the best thing, because you have edited all these videos, made all these videos. I feel like I'm just kind of along for the ride and all of it. Yeah. So I'm glad that you enjoy. I enjoy doing these things with you and having these adventures with you, and you really do all of the labor and hard work of editing and putting the videos out and the content out. So you do a great job at it. Yeah.
Thanks. You get my
And
award too.
Thanks. And of course, everybody who watches, thank you.
Yes, thank you all so much for a great 2022.
And Jesus.
And Jesus,
Thank you,
of
Jesus.
course. Thank you, Lord. But that brings us to another thing too. Revive Your Life Ministries coming in 2023. We've talked about that a little bit today, but we're starting that up. Myself, Ryan of Christian Coasters, Katie of Coasters Creations, Coaster Creations.
Cool Creations.
Cool Creations.
Katie's Cool Creations.
Try saying that 10
Katie's
times fast.
Coasters.
Yes. She does a fantastic job in everything she does. But Rachel, Blaine, Brad, Chris Warner Designs, and of course the Zoodlerlopers. All of us are teaming together, the Avengers of Coaster Creations. There I go, back saying that again. But we're all teaming together for one cause, and that's to bring people to know Jesus Christ and help Christians grow in their faith. So, Revive Your Life Ministries, if you haven't already, I highly recommend checking that out. Get plugged in there because we've got a lot in store for 2023. You do not want to miss it. So, and one last thing, on January 16th, 2023, tune back here for an announcement from us here on the Islanders. We're going to make an announcement there about the Islanders, and we'll save the rest for later. So, as we wrap up 2022, we thank you all so much again for your love, support of the Islanders, and we couldn't do it without you all. So,
thank you.
Any last words for 2022?
Yeah, just thank you all for your support, and we really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
All right. As we say here on the Islanders, we're all clear and we're up and out of here. Grooty out. There you go, Greeter Bear. You're part of the video. All right. Thank you all so much, and we're all clear and we're up and out of here. See y'all.